episode, we're going to be talking about Kizazi Moto and why you guys are not watching it on Disney+. All right, thank you for joining me again. Can we give some props to the lighting? So I'm using this aluminum foil hack here that I got from TikTok, and appreciate y'all because the lighting and the quality of the videos was trash. This is the same phone. Anyways, but so today we're gonna be talking about Kizazi Moto, and in Swahili this means the fire generation. So this is basically the African version of, it's gonna be the African version of Star Wars. So Visions, if you've seen it on Disney Channel, Disney Channel Plus, because we don't have cable anymore. That's so 90s, but it's on Disney Channel, and you guys aren't watching it. I've seen the numbers, I pulled the numbers. Y'all not watching it for some reason. I can definitely say I watched the first 2 episodes, but I really want you guys to sit there, and it's real quick. It's 15 minutes. Like, that's 3 scrolls. That's 3 scrolls on Instagram and maybe 4 or 5 scrolls on TikTok. Like, you guys can watch this. Like, y'all can watch this show. No one's really talking about it, so I'm here to promote it. I would definitely say, before I get into my reviews of the first 2 episodes, I would say it's nicely done. Like, I think the concept was kind of hard to get at first. So the concept is saving money. So what does that mean? That basically means that a bunch of these companies, a bunch of these these studios basically come together, and they each put like a sample of what would be like a show or a possible series without spending $3 million per cartoon. So think about it. Would you rather put maybe experiments at $1 million, or you want to experiment with $100 million? So that's pretty much the process that all these animation studios came together, and they're like, we each put an episode that's representative of the texture of the coloring texture, a representation of different styles. I would say different styles, just like from voice acting to whatever. So I think they did a really good job of, I think they did a really good job, but like I said, I haven't seen all the episodes. I only watched the first 2 to get a synopsis of it, but they call it a anthological. I feel like I'm saying that word wrong. They call it anthological. Basically, there's each episode does not flow from the other one. It has something to do with the previous one. So basically, don't sit there and be like, episode 2. No, it's not episode 2. It's from another animation studio. So each animation studio does an episode. I think that's so dope. And I also feel like, I think they really do a really good job of representing each culture. So we're going to get into the first one. The first one was Herder Boy. Basically, he is trying to get accepted by everybody else. Everybody's got this cool, I thought about cosplaying her. They got her, she's pretty dope. And they have different representations of how people heard. One person uses music, one person uses robotics. One of them uses robotics, and then basically he ends up saving the day or blah blah. I think they did a good job. They were able to fit a lot in the 15-minute video, and then I also didn't get bored, because even though you can have a cartoon for 15 minutes, it can be very boring. If sometimes boring, it drags on. That's why you'll sit there and be at work and be like, dang, this is 8 hours. But then when you go home, those 4 hours before you go to bed disappear. Okay, so if it's something that's can capture your attention all day, which I'm trying to say, if it's something that can really capture your attention all day, you're not gonna really be as interested. So I feel like they did a really good job with time. If I could rate the episode, I would rate it a 4 out of 5. I feel like they did a really good job of introducing, because this is the first episode. So this is where you make or break if people want to watch your crap anymore. Okay. So they did a good job bringing us in, because I wanted another episode. I wanted them to spread it out, to spread to another, its actual own series. I wouldn't mind watching a limited series, aka we out of money series about it. So I wouldn't have minded that. So I give that a 4 out of 5. So I have my second episode, and the second episode is called Razor Mizuki the Spirit. I'm killing these pronunciations, baby. I'm killing them. Anyways, but Mizuki the Spirit, basically, the Spirit Racer, basically, it's kind of he's like part beast or whatever. So like somebody comes to his town, tries to challenge him. Now, a lot of the racing definitely gave me episode 1, Phantom Menace from Star Wars. Like a lot of that episode was episode 2. A lot of it was giving me very much like, this ain't Mario Kart where you throw like a little banana. It's not where you throw like a little banana. Like, it's like they was literally I was sitting here like they was literally out here like they almost delifed each other a lot. I was like, this is just a race. Like, calm down. Like, just get the permit for the city. Like, there was a lot of stuff that was unnecessary, but it happened. But I really like the animation style. It reminds me of a cartoon I've seen, like a Aesop Fables or something. Like, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, describe it, like it kind of reminds me of like a old school type of like animation. I don't know what it is, but I've seen the animation before. You know, I'm an animation snob. So I've seen the animation before, but I feel like it does remind me of something. I can't put my finger on it now, but they did a good job. Now, this one, I would give it a 3 out of 5. I felt like parts of the episode, which like I said, it's only 15 Earth minutes, parts of the episode was kind of dry. Okay, like the plot took a while to plot. Like there was a lot of pieces where I was just like, you gonna plot or what? Like there's just a lot. Like even when I make my own videos, I like to get to the point because I'm just like, they ain't gonna sit up here and listen to me talk unless they really mess with me like that. But they ain't gonna sit up here and listen to me babble if I ain't getting to a point. Like I would definitely say there were certain parts that I wasn't feeling. It was just giving very much like, all right, can we plot already? But I would definitely say I give episode 1 4 out of 5. Give this episode a 3 out of 5. So I wrote down a list of pros and cons of this type of concept of anthological, where, you know, like each episode is different. It's just taking you on a journey. It's the common motif of Kizazi. I want to make sure I'm making sure I'm saying it right. It's the common motif of Kizazi Moto, basically the fire generation. I would say it as in like the next generation. Like this would be like I would say this is more targeted towards Gen Z, almost Generation Alpha, but those are the babies. But like I would say it's like more targeted to them because they're kind of like coming after the fact. So I kind of like the fact that like it's like they're trying to show their own place in the world, how they're gonna make it. Like it's a common motif, which I really love, and all English teachers everywhere probably love as well. But I really feel like it's like, I like that it's like a common motif. It's going from there. But I wrote some pros and I did some cons. So we're going to do a con first and then we're going to do the pros second. All right. So the number one con is I want to see more episodes than one sample. Now I believe there's about 8 to 10 episodes, and I'd rather they have done it where there was 2 episodes. I'd rather have it where they would have done like 2 episodes per creation studio. That would have been more for me that would have enticed me more to watch, because now it's like 15 minutes and it's like it's just kind of like I only seen 15 minutes of it, so now I'm just kind of like, is there any more? Or I was like, is there any more? Or are we done? Like where do we go from here? Like I don't know what to do. Number 2, it was short, aka no commitment. So what I mean by that is that if you want somebody to be like, okay, let's say the first animation studio was called Imani, okay, like Imani Creation Studio, and the second one was called Anansi Creation Studio. I'm gonna more likely go with Amani because I felt like there was more, like the episode was complete. Let's watch the second episode. The second episode with Mizuki Racer, like I felt like there was still more to talk about. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I felt like there was still more to talk about. There was still more to go from there. So there was a little bit of incompleteness there that I felt, but I really enjoyed the episode. Yeah, I feel like, okay, I am right. It's called anthology background. I was like, what is these notes? My notes be helping me out. I can definitely say for sure, like one of the cons is the fact that it wasn't promoted. Like I knew about it because I'm always looking for melanin centered shows, but yeah, I didn't promote this like at all. Like I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it got skipped or whatever, but it wasn't promoted. Like I can't sit there and say, oh my God, did y'all see that commercial for Kizazi Moto? Like nothing. No one said anything about it. I felt like it wasn't promoted. I felt like it wasn't a top priority. And it sucks because the fact that there's so much money that just from, like I said, like I'm an animator snob because I draw myself, and I can sit there and tell you, like, I'm looking at it and I'm not impressed. Like, I feel like they can't top Barbie, but with the marketing department, but like the marketing was lackluster. I didn't see anything about it. Like, I wish they would have had more, like I wish they would have had more promotion. Like, I didn't really feel like there was like a lot of promotion. Like, there was a lot of it. There's a lot of talk of it in the blurred groups that I'm in on Facebook, but there wasn't like a lot of talk about Kizazi Moto, which is unfortunate because like it's just so beautifully craftily done. But that's a con. So the pros is that, number one, you get to have an intro to these animation studios. Like I said, like the first one was called Imani Creation Studio. The second one's called Anansi Spider Studio, like something like unique like that. I feel like that was really dope that they got that platform, because like all you need is one person, because I'm already impressed. Like the first episode, I'm ready to watch the whole series. I'm ready to commit to the whole series now. So I feel like there was a lot of that. Number two is Kizazi Moto recognition. So Kizazi Moto, I believe it's based off of there's like a creator behind the motif. So I feel like this is giving them a lot of platform, because at the end of the day, I know, you can't pay bills that experience. Hello, T-Mobile, can I pay this month's bill with exposure? They're not gonna really pick that up. Like, they're not gonna really sit there and be like, okay, we got this. Like, they're not gonna sit there and pick that up. Like, that's not gonna make any sense for them to do. I would definitely say number three is just representation. Now, like I said, like I would have begged and begged and begged for this type of representation, and of that, like just in general, I would have begged for this, because all we had was like, spotted here and there characters where they were like on random shows or whatever. But like, to sit there and like have representation, like that's so dope. Like, who can sit there and say, oh, my favorite cartoon is Kizazi Moto, and it's not like a cartoon that no one knows? Like, it's on Disney. It's on one of the biggest platforms, one of the highest streaming, by the way. Disney Plus is one of the highest streaming platforms with the highest number of viewers and, people paying bills on time. Like, they're one of the highest ones up there. So for them to be on this platform is dope. But also, why are we keeping it a secret? Because there wasn't a lot of promotion about it. So I definitely feel like there needs to be more promotion. Like this episode here, like for my, people who watch every single day, every video I make, I can make a video about making a video and then watch it. And so I'm glad I'm introducing it to you guys, because I want you to watch the rest of the episodes with me. I'll do this. So I'll watch the rest of the episodes and do a review, but I'm not going to do that if you guys don't share, subscribe, and promote this video as well. Clear here.